Okay, good morning. Now today we take the last part of this chapter, that is shear stresses. Now actually this chapter is a whole full chapter, SFT, BMD and bending stresses and shear stresses. Now this whole chapter is for 28 marks. Out of this, 14 marks is for SFT, BMD and 14 marks is for bending stresses and shear stresses. Now, out of these 14 marks, again the bifurcation is for bending stresses, approximately 7 marks, and for shear stresses, approximately 7 marks. So, out of these, we have finished SFT BMD, we have finished bending stresses, and now shear stresses are remaining that we take today. Now, actually, this chapter is very small topic, very simple. So, when the beam is subjected to number of loads, the beam is subjected to shear force and bending moment. When number of loads are acting on beam, it is subjected to shear force and bending moment. Due to shear force and due to bending moment, deformation takes place. Due to shear force, shearing takes place. Due to bending moment, bending takes place. Actually why it is not happened? Because some resistance is developed inside the beam which resists the effect of shear force and will reduce the effect of bending moment. So this resistance is nothing but stresses. So the stresses induced to resist bending moment are called as bending stresses, and the stresses induced to resist shear force are called as shear stresses. So in bending stresses, we have seen what is pure bending, what is ordinary bending, what is the bending stress equation, what is moment of resistance, what is modulus of section. Then we have solved number of problems based on that topic. So today we take the last shear stresses. So the stresses induced to resist shear force are called as shear stresses. Now we see some single shear concept and double shear concept. For this, we have to perform the practical also in our practical single shear test and double shear test. Now, to explain these two concepts, we consider the first lap joint. Okay. So, lap here we consider two plates. Lap means overlap. So, these two plates will overlap on one another and we join these two by a rivet. So rivet is nothing but it is a shear member. So this rivet fail in shearing when the shearing stress exceeds the shearing strain. So this is nothing but a rivet having diameter D. Having diameter D. Of diameter D. Okay. Now we apply the forces. Now this is nothing but your lap joint. Now how this rivet fail? Now see here. Okay. So this rivet is failed like this. Okay. Means what? Here this much area is subjected to shear. So only one plane of failure is there. A single plane of failure. And this much area is subjected to shear. If we have to find the shear stress is denoted by the letter Q or tau or Fs. Now here we use Q. So shear force upon area. So P upon area of rivet is nothing but pi r square or pi by 4 d square. So single area is subjected to shear. This is nothing but a single shear. Now if we consider the double shear, now to understand the double shear concept, we consider butt joint. So butt nothing but touch. So here we consider the two plates touching to each other. And on this, we consider one cover plate and below it one cover plate. And we join these three by a rivet. Okay, so this is your rivet. And it is subjected to shear. So this is nothing but your butt joint. Now this failed rivet failed like this. I show like this. Half part of this. So see here. So here there are two planes of failure, or double plane of failure. This one is, and another one is this one. And this much area is subjected to shear. So if we find the shear stress, this is your rivet. So here this rivet fell in shear. So Q is equal to, now here double area is subjected to shear. Here only single area this much is subjected to shear. Here the double area is subjected to shear. So here we can consider double area. So in exam, maybe it is asked for 2 marks that either explain single shear or double shear, or the difference between the single shear and double shear. So here single shear we can consider the example of lap joint. Here we consider butt joint. Here only one plane of failure. Here only one plane of failure. Single plane of failure. Here double plane of failure. Here single area is subjected to shear. Here double area is subjected to shear. So in our practical, we have to perform these two tests, single shear and double shear. So we have one shear box, and in that shear box we check the shear strength of different diameters and different materials. So I have this single shear, double shear also we have studied in first chapter, that is simple stress and strain. Now the shear stress equation. Now the shear stress equation is Q is equal to SA Y bar upon I. Now for this diploma level, no derivation is expected. So I take the shear stress equation, that is directly Q equal to SA Y bar upon I. Now I explain this equation by using one rectangular section. Now see here, this is a rectangular section having width B and depth D. Now this one is your neutral axis. This one is your neutral axis. Now these dimensions are nothing but D by 2. Now what do you mean by Q? Q is equal to shear stress in the layer at a distance y from the neutral axis. I simply write shear stress in the layer, and the unit is Newton per mm square. In the layer means if I consider the layer at a distance of y from neutral axis, then the shear stress in this layer, that is Q. Now next is area. Now next is S, that is the shear force in that layer. So shear force is measured in Newton. Now next is area. Now this is very important concept. Area upon the layer. ही व्यवस्थित समजा concept. Area above the layer and unit of area is mm square. म्हणजे काय बघा, समजा आपण जर ही layer consider केली, the layer at a distance y from neutral axis, then the area above this layer म्हणजे हा area, we consider this area. समजा if I consider the layer below the neutral axis, समजा मी ही अशी layer घेतली neutral axis च्या खाली at a distance y, then which area we have to consider? We have to consider the area below the neutral axis. नीट पहा, जर आपण लेयर न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसच्या वरती घेतली असेल तर एरिया घेताना त्या लेयरच्या वरचा एरिया येईल, आणि जर आपण लेयर न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसच्या खाली घेतली असेल तर एरिया कुठला येईल? या न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसच्या खालचा एरिया येईल. मग समजा सपोज इफ वी टेक द लेयर ऍट द टॉप, समजा मी टॉपची लेयर घेतली तर कुठला एरिया घेणार? Then we have to consider the area above this layer. या लेयरच्या वरचा एरिया गेला पाहिजे. मग ह्या लेयरच्या वरती एरिया आहे का? नाही. सो एरिया इज 0. म्हणजे ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये जर एरिया 0 पुट केलं तर हे होल व्हॅल्यू काय येणार 0. सो व्हॉट वी से क्यू इज 0 कुठे टॉपला. सिमिलरली समजा मी बॉटमची लेअर कन्सिडर केली आणि या बॉटमच्या लेअरला जर मी शिअर स्ट्रेस फाइंड करणार असेल तर आता कुठला एरिया घेणार द एरिया बिलो द न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिस. आता ह्या लेअरच्या खाली एरिया आहे का नाही. मग जर याच्या खाली एरिया नसेल तर एरियाची व्हॅल्यू काय पुट करणार 0. So if we put 0 in this equation then this q equal to 0. So what we say at top and at bottom what is the value of shear stress 0. Now next is y bar. Now what is y bar? Y bar is the distance कुणाचं of the CG कुणाचं CG of the area कुठून from neutral axis. It is the distance of the CG of the area from the neutral axis. म्हणजे if I consider this layer मग आता एरिया वरचा आला मग आता ह्या एरियाचा CG काढायचा. मग आता हा CG म्हणजे नथिंग बट रेक्टँगल. मग ह्या रेक्टँगलचा CG कुठे असेल बरं तर इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ द डायगोनल्स. सो दिस इज युअर CG. मग या CG चं डिस्टन्स कुठून न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिस पासून. दिस इज युअर y बार. समजा मी ही लेअर घेतली असेल तर या लेअरच्या खालचा एरिया मग याचा जर मी CG फाइंड केला तर दिस इज युअर CG. या CG चं डिस्टन्स कुठून न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिस पासून. सो दिस इज युअर y बार. सो इट इज द डिस्टन्स ऑफ द CG ऑफ द एरिया फ्रॉम न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिस and the unit of area is distance is mm. Now next is I. Now I means moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of the whole section about neutral axis. That is nothing but I xx. So mi is nothing but a whole section. जरी आपण हा एवढा एरिया घेतला असेल तरी mi कुठला घ्यायचा of the whole section about ma. That is I xx. And what is the unit? Mm to the power 4. B. B is nothing but width of the layer. So that layer we consider distance we consider in mm. So this is your shear stress equation. I repeat again exam for 2 marks. Write the shear stress equation and write the meanings of the symbols used. So equation is Q equal to SA y bar upon IB, where Q means shear stress in the layer, that layer which we consider. Now S is nothing but the shear force in that layer. A is area, but which area? The area above the layer. If we consider that layer is above neutral axis, then the area above that layer. But if we consider the layer below the neutral axis, then the area we consider below that layer. Y bar, it is the distance of the CG of that area from neutral axis. I is moment of inertia about neutral axis and B is width of the layer. So this is very simple equation. So after that now we go for the next part, that means two relations are there. One relation is for a rectangular section, another relation is for circular section. And that relation is of, I write here see, a relation of Q maximum shear stress. I write maximum shear stress, that is Q max, and average shear stress. Average shear stress, that is Q average. So relation of maximum shear stress, that is Q max and Q average for a rectangular section. A rectangular section. Okay, so this is very simple part. Now we see. Now we consider one rectangular section. We consider one rectangular section having width D and depth D. Now this one is your neutral axis. So this distance is your half, that is D by 2. Okay. Now we consider one layer. Now we consider this layer. at a distance y from neutral axis. ओके, मग आता मला सांगा हे अख्खं डी/2 आहे, हे y, तर हे एवढं किती येईल बरं? this d/2 minus y, this d/2 minus y. So can we find the area of that strip, or we can say how now we consider this layer. So which area we consider now? We consider the area above the layer. या लेयरच्या वरचा एरिया घ्यायचा आपल्याला. मग तो एरिया काय येईल बघा? b into this. So b into d/2 minus y. So this is your area of the above the layer. Okay. Now next what we do? We find y bar. Now see here how to find y bar. आता y bar म्हणजे काय? The distance from the CG up to the neutral axis. Distance of the CG of the area. आता हा एरिया. आता ह्या एरियाचा CG जर फाइंड करायचा असेल तर तो कुठे असेल पहा. इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ डायगोनल. मग आपल्याला या CG पासून कुठपर्यंत डिस्टन्स हवा आहे? न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिस पर्यंत. मग आता हे डिस्टन्स आपण कसं काढणार सांगा. आता हे डिस्टन्स आपल्याला हे किती असतं? रेक्टँगलचा CG कुठे असतो बरं? b/2 आणि b/2 असतो. म्हणजे हे डिस्टन्स हाफ असतं डेप्थच्या. पण डेप्थ किती आहे? एवढी. त्याच्या हाफ आणि प्लस हे y. आय राईट हिअर सी d/2 minus y divided by 2 plus y. बघा या हाईटच्या हाफ आणि प्लस हे डिस्टन्स म्हणजे y. नाउ आय जस्ट सिम्प्लिफाय दिस. हे फक्त सिम्प्लिफाय करू आपण. आता हे मी फक्त असं लिहिते बघा. हे हाफ, हे d/2 minus y plus y. हा फक्त हाफ मी इकडे लिहिला. आता ओपन करूया ब्रॅकेट. काय येईल बघा? y bar इक्वल टू d/4 आत मल्टिप्लाय केलं मायनस y/2 प्लस y. आता पुढे सिम्प्लिफाय करूया. y bar इक्वल टू आता d/4 मायनस आता एका y मधून हाफ y गेला तर काय राहील? y/2 y मायनस y/2. आता हेच मी असं लिहिते पहा. y bar इक्वल टू हाफ d/2 प्लस y. हाफ मी कॉमन घेतली. So this is your half d/2 plus y. म्हणजे आपण एरिया काढला आणि y बार काढला. आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे शिअर स्ट्रेस इक्वेशन काय आहे आपलं? SA y bar upon IB. आताच पाहिलं आपण. आता या इक्वेशन मध्ये आपण y बार आणि एरियाची व्हॅल्यू पुट करूया. काय मिळेल बघा. This S as it is एरियाच्या ऐवजी हे लिहूया into b d/2 minus y. y bar च्या ऐवजी हे लिहूया into half d/2 plus y divided by this IB as it is. मग आता काय काय कॅन्सल होते बघा. q is equal to हा b कॅन्सल झाला. आता हा s हा 2y. So we write s upon 2y. आणि इकडे बघा a minus b a plus b. So can we write a square minus b square? Yes. So d/2 square minus y square. A minus b, a plus b. So this is a square minus b square. So q is equal to s upon 2y. I write here d square by 4 minus y square. So this is your what? The equation of shear stress in the layer. या लेयर मध्ये shear stress किती असणार आहे? तर एवढी असणार आहे. आता ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये if I put y is equal to maximum value, that is d/2. Now this y starts from the neutral axis to start. असं जसं डिस्टन्स वाढत जाईल तसं तुमचं y मॅक्झिमम वाढत जाईल. म्हणजे किती y equal to d/2. सिमिलरली खाली जरी घेतलं तरी जसं y वाढत जाईल तर तो मॅक्झिमम होईल बॉटमला. आणि हे डिस्टन्स किती असेल? d/2. मग आता आपण जर y equal to d/2 पुट केलं दॅट इज कुठं? ऍट टॉप अँड बॉटम. मग मला सांगा या इक्वेशन मध्ये जर आपण y ची व्हॅल्यू पुट केली d/2 मग d/2 स्क्वेअर म्हणजे d स्क्वेअर बाय 4. मग d स्क्वेअर बाय 4 मायनस d स्क्वेअर बाय 4 म्हणजेच काय येईल? दॅट इज q इज इक्वल टू 0. म्हणजे मगाशी जसं आपण पाहिलं की टॉपला आणि बॉटमला शिअर स्ट्रेसची व्हॅल्यू किती असते 0. आता मी जर y इक्वल टू मॅक्झिमम पुट केलं, आता मी y इक्वल टू मिनिमम पुट करते, म्हणजे y इक्वल टू 0, म्हणजे कुठं बरं तर न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसला, कारण y इक्वल स्टार्ट y 0 म्हणजे कुठं असणार तो न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसला. बरोबर आहे का? y कुठं 0 न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिसला, मग y इक्वल टू 0 पुट करूया. आपण काय मिळेल बघा, क्यू काय मिळणार आहे आपल्याला, मॅक्झिमम मिळणार आहे h अपॉन 2i in bracket d square by 4 minus g. का तो y 0 पुट केलं. Now I write here. आता मी इकडे लिहितो. आता पहा, q max is equal to, आता s upon 2i, i म्हणजे काय, मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द होल सेक्शन अबाउट न्यूट्रल ऍक्सिस. मग i ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे बरं, bd क्यूब बाय 12 रेक्टँगल साठी. मग ती व्हॅल्यू आपण इथं प्रूव्ह करू शकतो का, i च्या ऐवजी करू शकतो. सो लेट अस पुट s upon 2 into bd क्यूब बाय 12 आणि ब्रॅकेट मध्ये d स्क्वेअर बाय 4. आता काय काय कॅन्सल होते बघा, हे 2 + 2 2 6, हे 2 2 जा, हे 2 3 जा. मग काय मिळेल बघा, q max is equal to हे s, आता हा d स्क्वेअर जाईल, ह्यातला d स्क्वेअर जाईल, म्हणजे काय शिल्लक राहील बघा s अपॉन, आता हे 2 into 3 हा 3 वर घेऊया, सो 3 हा 2 as it is, आणि इथं काय शिल्लक राहिलं b into d. बरोबर आहे. मग आता हे s अपॉन b टू d म्हणजे काय, हे म्हणजे तुमचं शिअर फोर्स अपॉन एरिया, म्हणजेच काय आहे, हे ऍव्हरेज शिअर स्ट्रेस आहे. that is q average. मग we put here q max is equal to 3/2 q average. So this is the relation between maximum shear stress and average shear stress for rectangular section. म्हणजे इथं q average काय आहे, shear force upon area, that is B into D. So nobody asked you this in exam, but we require this last equation. It is asked in exam for 2 marks, that state the relation between maximum shear stress and average shear stress for rectangular section. It is asked for 2 marks. So you have to write this relation. We have to write what is Q average. Q average is nothing but shear force upon area. म्हणजे 3/2 you can write, or you can write 1.5. Now let us draw the diagram. समजा जर आपण आता इथे shear stress distribution diagram काढणार, ती कशी काढणार? This is your neutral axis. This is your top layer. This is your bottom layer. So let us draw the diagram. Now at top and bottom, किती आहे shear stress ची value? 0. So at top shear stress 0, at bottom shear stress value is 0. Now it is maximum where at neutral axis. So this is your neutral axis. Now how to draw? Either draw inclined straight line or we draw parabola. Now see here the curve, power of y. Kai power of y? Square. So the diagram is a parabolic in nature. So the diagram is like this. And this is the layer, this layer. The shear stress in that layer is this much. Keep Q equal to S upon 2i in bracket b square by 4 minus y square. So this is the equation of shear stress in that layer. And the diagram is a parabolic in nature. Shear stress distribution diagram in beam. In beam. It is asked in exam for 2 marks also. Draw the shear stress distribution diagram for a rectangular section. So you have to draw this diagram and this also for 2 marks. So what is the relation? The important relation is Q max is equal to 3/2 Q average. Okay. Now one more relation is there. That is the relation of shear stress, maximum shear stress and average shear stress for a circular section. So that we take in next lecture. Okay. Thank you.